Okay.
Signal, can you start the event on Discord?
Yeah, sure, my pleasure.
Yeah.
Public meeting number 33.
Oh, it is. It says it started.
Yeah, I hit the start button.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
Okay.
convinced that.
sorry.
I didn't think that the chat could physically open unless it was started. I was.
No, it can.
I got thrown off.
It definitely can.
Last time when I started, it teleported me right into the chat.
Yeah, it does
It
that.
was
That's
doing
why
its
I,
job.
It was like a wormhole.
yeah.
Nice. Okay. Our term is coming to a close. Less than 2 months. The campaign period has finished a few days ago, and the election pip is now live. It will be live for 2 weeks and end on December 10th. So you have a little under 2 weeks. And after that, the candidates will become, or the nominees will become candidates. So PIP 25 has 11 days left. Go vote. Vote for your person. And here are the current standings 1 through 5, and there's 6 people overall. And for whatever reason, my name is capitalized twice. How did that happen?
If you guys don't vote for Emperor and Lancer, we're not friends anymore.
That is absolutely right.
Hey, Lancer, I'm going to throw a link in the chat. I don't know if you've ever seen this. Funcracker made it. Atheist.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what
the
you need to
SCV?
follow. Yeah.
Yeah. You should definitely throw that up on screen if you have a second.
Yeah, I'll do it now. Okay.
Yeah, this is beautiful because it's calculating the STV in real time.
So 56 million PvP, 81 voters, and Winston carrying the lead right now. Atlas Freaks and Marengo, all kind of within the same sphere. Emperor and I pull up the rear with Jit.
Now in the upper right hand corner, it should
Next step.
Click either next or finish.
No, next step, and then you will see what happens.
Oh, which is happening.
I would just click finish and it does it. It's a single transferable vote. It's
all the steps when the votes excess votes start being redistributed.
Okay, so Winston, I don't understand this, but it looks like.
So once a candidate has secured its position, and any subsequent vote for him would be in excess and not benefiting anyone, those votes go to the second choice of those voters.
Okay.
And get redistributed. And then when that second person, gets ratified, or someone loses complete hope mathematically to get it, that person also gets disqualified, and those votes redistribute to the second choice, and so on and so forth, until every vote is counted, basically.
Okay,
so you keep doing the next steps, or you go to the last step, like he said, and then you will see who, how that's how you see the current status.
Yeah.
It kind of just prevents wasted voting power from all pooling around like one or two top candidates, and then the next three being decided by really, really thin pools. It takes it so once somebody crosses the finish line, everything that's extra behind them goes to whoever those people voted for next. So it makes it so even if somebody is nobody's number one choice, as long as they're everybody's like number 5 choice, they're in.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I did a whole campaign on the first term for myself, in which the whole meme is like, I know you have your first option, let me be your second. And that was my slogan for the whole thing. And I have, posters and stuff. It was funny.
Right.
It was a really good campaign.
So it shows that I would get 1.8 million from Marengo, 6.3 million from Emperor. Emperor's getting 4.6 million from Winston. Okay, and each
And
of
as
them
we've
have
seen in
enough.
past elections, none of these numbers mean anything until you're like 24 hours out. People
Gotcha.
just get bored waiting, so they change their votes around all over the place. They vote for people they would never usually vote for, just so they can watch the numbers change and the people shift in order. They just
Mhm.
get bored and they play games, and it's really not until you get close to the finish line that it becomes real.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, the
Pretty
first one when we were 22 candidates was insane, Lancer.
Mm.
it was something.
It will be this one up here, the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
People would just get bored and launch somebody into number 2 and then bury them again and then make them number 6 or then make them 12. It's just people entertaining themselves until you get really close. You just have to trust that the legit candidates are the legit candidates.
Yeah.
Usually how it falls out at the end makes perfect sense.
You see, when once some candidates start being disqualified, those votes also redistribute further up. So it's just
Yeah.
it's a really interesting model.
And that's all shout out to Funcracker and his genius abilities.
But I always
Yeah,
point out to
to
people
represent the
running, and
data.
John made a great point that I always tell people, don't try to be number 1. Don't battle and debate a bunch of people and try to bash them. All you really have to prove is to everybody who voted for someone else, number 1 or number 2, that you would be a great teammate for their number 1 or number 2, and you're pretty much a shoo-in.
Sounds good.
Not that it matters as much here with 6 people running.
It matters, Signal. It
It
always
matters.
matters.
Yeah,
You've really got a position in politics yourself.
we're not electing fun candidates right now. We're just disqualifying one candidate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's really an election of who isn't on council.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. For the treasury tracker, I added the multi-sigs for the other two, but let's just go to Evi because I feel like that's still the number one tracker for us. Come on, buddy. You can do it. You're not even
It's getting there.
struggling.
It's getting there.
No. But jeez.
And I do want to chat about the Iris Bounty Feast. I'm going to post that in the chat. The multi-sig.
That's right. A refresh of that bit.
Also, props to Jith for being the only one currently running who's not on council, who's hanging out with us right now out of the group.
Jith,
So shout out.
Jith, you're dedicated, man. You're a mainstay.
Lancer and Emp don't get credit as candidates for showing up to the meeting.
That's right. That's right. I don't count. Neither does Emperor. All right, let's look at our treasury. Looks like we're sitting at a little under $1 million USD, and it was reduced by 15,000 over the last 30 days. Ecosystem fund is sitting at 85,000. Looks like a little volatility at 4,500 USDC. That's changed.
I hope we hit the all market before the end of this term because I would love to see a Happy News Day with those.
Yeah, I would agree.
Or like, oh, now we have $2.5 million. Oh, great. That's a $1 million improvement over last month. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing great.
Just post about it everywhere that our treasury made $1 million.
Can you go back to Sly quick, or not Sly, Evi, or click on our squad's multi-wallet, multi-sig that I posted in the chat? What's our balance show on Evi? The feast.
This one?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, Lord.
Well,
Looks like 1,700.
yep. Okay, so we can, since we're talking about money and whatnot right now, we do have 3 more meetups to pay out. One of them's today that James did, the campus, Star Atlas campus, Starbase, paying out today. He's doing another one day right now, I think. And then our Atlas Community Night put on by Funcracker. So that's going to be $1,500, and we have 17. So we are out of money in that fund. So I have started. I'm going to start the a new PIP to refresh that.
For the
Really
I wanted
successful
everyone to be
program.
aware.
Iris Feast.
Yeah, Iris Bounty Feast.
So that
We
sounds
should-
like we accomplished that one successfully.
Yeah,
It does.
we successfully paid for a lot of parties.
There was a few parties, but a lot of it, $1,500 of it was James doing his campus meetups. Man, I'm putting together a whole set of information and data to quantify all this stuff. But yeah,
I
James
wasn't
was killing
passionate. I
it.
think it's awesome.
Oh, I know. But yeah, James has just been killing it, and all the other guys too. So I'm putting that together. I don't have the information for this meeting, but just know that it's coming.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you that meeting people in real life within a community changes things a lot. Having that meeting that person and talking about stuff and drinking a beer together and everything changes things, and I think it bonds the community together. That doesn't mean that everyone is going to stick now forever, but I did find a lot of value every time I met other Star Atlas people, and I would do it all over again every time I can.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain. There's just something special about it. Just meeting the community people. It's just it's hard to know what you're talking about until you've actually been to one.
Yeah, with the exception of Emperor, I've had a blast on all of them.
Yeah, it was a terrible time.
So that so this means that there's 3 payments left, right? 1,500.
Correct.
Okay.
But
Yep.
they're all allocated.
Correct.
Oh,
So we
they've
should
already
probably
been
take that.
approved.
Yeah, we should probably take the form down.
Well, we can keep it
Until
up
we-
and then use it as a cue for when the refresh pip goes up.
That's
Fine
smart.
with me.
And
Yeah.
for now, we'll just say it's on hold until it's been refunded. So, how many programs or how many funding events? Is it more than 6?
It had to
I don't
be.
have the numbers in front of me. I can
Okay.
look real quick.
Alright.
It was 6 or 7. I can't remember.
Yeah.
We started with a whole bunch, and then it, as we all know, the volatility killed it.
Okay. So, PIP 12 successfully completed, funded 6 or more in-person events.
1,
That's a big
5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's 7 events.
7.
That's including the ones in motion right now.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Yeah, again, in an out market, that would have been 15 events, but it is what it is, and we make the most of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great. That is accomplishment to the whole community. Okay.
Um,
Any other
I got
accomplishments?
yep, we did pay out MK this week with the multi-sig for his event. I don't know if that's an accomplishment or not,
Yep.
but we did
Yep,
pay
that'll
him
be payment.
out. And then we completed the markdown, and the voting started. So we had to get that information over to the team so they could get that up.
Yeah, the whole back end of the governance PIP.
Is it 20?
Thank you for-
25, right? Yeah, 25.
Yep.
Okay.
We did all the
And-
back end stuff for that.
Yeah, thank you all for taking care of that. PIP 25. DAO Council. Election number 3. Initiative. Okay. What else?
That's the accomplishments I had.
I made some updates on the knowledge base. I added a section for the term 3 candidates that went live with the PIP when it went to voting, where you have all the information of the full form that the candidates filled out. And then I'm updating the section about term 2 with the with the content that Signal gave me. I already loaded everything into the page, but I want to. It's too many bullet points, so I'm gonna try to change some of those into a little more narrative and try to make sure I don't repeat information in different parts. So I'll just clean it up a little bit more. But that is going on nice. I can give you the link if you want to take a quick look.
Yeah, that'd be great. And this would okay.
And then these aren't accomplishments, but there's updates on 2 of the tips. Artie, the hosting service, he's going to start in December with his data collection, and so his first payment will be in January. And that's all. We're working some of that in our private channel. It has been decided that he does not need to do KYC. It's a little nuanced, but he since it's under a certain threshold, Artie is not going to have to do KYC.
Is this?
Yeah, I sent you a DM, Lancer.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you. Emperor, is this the 1.1 Atlas that was paid to MKS?
I believe so. It was the last.
It's got to be that.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right, there we go.
And then
we're all caught up now.
And then the other update for a pip would be PG. He did, I believe, he tagged you, Lanzer, with his final edits.
Version. Yeah.
Yeah, I started it. I hadn't finished it. It should be done by the end of the weekend.
That's the pip updates that I had.
Yeah, if you want me to jump on that Markdown, I can, Lancer, because I know you're doing a lot of stuff. I just don't know how you find the time.
My bedtime is 3 a.m.
Yeah, I believe you, and the uptime must be 5.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll let you know. Okay. I think we're good.
Yep.
Yeah. Check the link that I sent you, just to give a quick look, so you know what I'm talking about.
You want me to do it on stream?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not published yet, so people cannot look, but if they go to the page, well, some of it's actually live, if I'm correct. So in the bottom part, if you go to archive, yeah, that part on the left, yeah, all that section. So if you go to term 2, current term, that's the information that Signal gave me. And I already uploaded, but I want to clean up. But it's very comprehensive about everything we did and all the pips that pass. And all this, it's all based on your amazing reports.
Wow, look
so
at this, man.
Between your accurate record keeping and Signal way to compile all the data, I think it's going to be a very comprehensive description of everything that was accomplished there. And then if you right under that section, you have the term 3 candidates, and that's basically all the information that we collected on the forms that the candidates filled out. And in this opportunity, you have everything there, all the questions, all the answers, everything that they provided, and that way that will remain there. As we did last term, I did something similar. And
very cool. Thanks for putting this together, Carlitos. Yeah, I would say that's definitely an accomplishment. Is it ready for us to agree on?
Well, the candidates part is already live. Okay. So I merged that, so it went out at the same time as the vote did, so people could go and get details if they wanted to dig in more. Okay. And then the other part is not merged yet, but I will clean it up a little bit, try to compile it a little smaller and publish it.
Okay.
but it's mostly credits for Signal
Yeah.
and based on your amazing reports.
Happy to do it.
And I actually have some accomplishments this week. So
That's
all
right.
right.
Yes.
I woke up at 3 a.m. this morning. I couldn't sleep. I spent like 4 hours doing all kinds of stuff for the DAO. So for DAOcasters, we have an announcement ready with the form. I believe the form at this point has been agreed upon with council, so we're kind of ready to go. As soon as we agree on the announcement, and then we can launch the nomination period and begin the election process for DAOcasters. We have a form generated that's currently under review for Iris Bounty the Arena for people that are seeking tournament sponsorships and things like that. Maybe not, it's kind of council adjacent, but not council direct. But we officially have a draft PIP up now for the PIP for paying counselors for SAC 3. So it's in draft state, but that being said, it takes an entire community to make something passable and supportable. So anything that you guys have, please bring it. And I'll be recused from that since I'm the drafter in this case. And this morning, just for kicks, I made a custom GPT that you can talk to in any language. And it'll talk to you in like a conversational way about a PIP idea that you have. And it'll draft a really, really strong PIP in response to it. And it's trained off of like half a dozen PIPs that have recently passed. So it knows exactly what a PIP looks like when it reaches the final stage. It knows exactly what a successful PIP looks like. And it uses that information in a custom guide to essentially just talk to you like a buddy in your native language and draft a full proposal for you that you can submit. So
That is
hopefully that
amazing.
makes it easier for people drafting.
Is it live right now?
Yes.
Yes, he has been sharing it with our Twitter account and in Discord, and it looks amazing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm drinking wine right now, so I'm gonna try to find this thing.
Literally, when you go into it, it's nice. It has 4 buttons in 4 different languages.
That's never. Yeah.
Honestly, if we do go over that, I would like to put it at the end of the meeting. We have
we have PIP review
stuff to go. Yeah, we have 2
I
of them.
wasn't trying to put it in the front. I was just adding to accomplishments.
Oh, I am Signal. I am.
Yeah.
That's why.
Lancer's not used to asking me if I did something this week.
No, I definitely actually want to talk about it if we have time, because that is one of the things I've really wanted. It's a tool to help the community that doesn't require man hours like after it's already built.
Yeah, you're disqualifying like 2 candidates already with that.
Yeah, so I'm putting it in the accomplishments, right? Signal created a
Yeah.
PIP GPT assistant writing tool. Okay. And
Love it.
then we had Signal, you also created the application form for Iris Bounty Arena. It's currently under review. And what was that third thing you did?
We are ready to launch DAOcasters, meaning we've got the form complete, and I believe all councils reviewed that at this point. I put a draft announcement up in council chat just for us to give the thumbs up on, and then kaboom, people can start applying for DAOcaster, and that'll begin the DAOcaster election.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so you
checked
created the PIP, but you just need to go through.
I checked the form. It has my thumbs up, and the announcement.
Awesome.
I gave some feedback as well. It was great.
Look at that Signal. Look at that.
Yeah.
More than an announcement, it has all the information in one place, so people know exactly what it is, what it entails, what pays, what doesn't, how much it lasts, how to do it, where to go, where is the form, where to click. Everything is there in that announcement. So it's really well done.
I see it now. Okay, I'm gonna link it. And everyone, this is what he's talking about. And then we'll go on to the PIP review. Come on, you could do it.
I should wake up at 3 a.m. more often.
Oh, that's awesome. Yes, you should. I agree. That is in French.
So that's his GPT. But yeah, I'd say go ahead and send that announcement out whenever you want, Signal. I think we're all of us agree.
Sweet.
Awesome. I'll do it while we're in here.
Yeah, agreed. Okay. Who are we reviewing?
First agenda item that I have is we need to pay James, and then Hammerhead has his Hammerhead. He's here today. The Star Atlas episodes with VO3. It's under PIP drafts. We need to go over that today, and then there is another draft that's technically out there. I don't know if you're ready for it or not, Signal, but the Pay Council draft is in PIP draft. But the one we have to go over today is.
I would give the council PIP a couple of weeks of debate before even starting to go over it.
Yeah, might as well. People are going to chuck rocks at it and poke it with sticks, and it will probably change a million times.
Yeah, it's one that we know will cause debate, and the debate is welcome. And with the more input we have from the community before moving any of that forward, the better.
The better, yeah. No sense just getting it through if it's not going to pass because not enough people had a say in it.
Yeah, and there's no rush.
Okay. All right.
So that's my two agenda items then, is Pay James and then Hammerhead.
I did want to ask you, guys, my fellow council members. I have that PIP that we debated lengthily and went line by line with Michael regarding those special PIPs like the 600K PIP. I would like to submit that in ideas before the end of the term, even if we don't go to the mock phase, just at least to have the conversation and at least to have that first draft there before I leave the council, because I don't know if I will be able to introduce something like that after. And that one is decently polished and approved by Automata, and I think it's in good shape to move forward if we needed to do that. So that
I think it would be great.
I endorse.
Because even today, Brian was talking with Signal in the Pay Council drafts about stuff being outside of the ecosystem fund. So yes, 100%.
Yeah, the high impact PIP, was it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So yeah, I would put that.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna dust it off, reread it a few times just to make sure everything is looking good, and then I'll post it in ideas to end this term with a little bit of spice now with
a bang.
The council, and with this, hopefully it will bring attention and engagement because these are very important things.
Yeah. Okay, I put that we agreed. All right, Emperor, on to you.
All right. So, this is James. This is I just posted a picture in chat that James sent me. That's what's going on either right now or it just ended. I can't remember. They're 12-hour difference than us.
Oh, nice.
But, so those are
t-shirts.
Yeah, he's got t-shirts that he made. He's got some snacks and all kinds of stuff. So this is the third one. This isn't the one we're approving today. But the one we need to approve today, he spent $482.25 for the Star Atlas Campus Starbase at KMPL. I don't know what that's for, but it's one of his presentations he did. He's getting me all the data and information on attendees and some of that stuff. I do want to read one. Is
this the one you told us about like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago?
I can't remember. He's done so many of them.
Okay.
I do have a quote from him that I want.
He's doing a lot, man. He's really moving in the area and bringing Star Atlas to everyone, and brings a couple of computers and put them to play the shooter and do races. It's great.
Yeah, it's awesome. And so he sent me a quote, and I just wanted to read this. So the DAO funding makes it much easier to run Star Atlas events, bringing better activities and goodies and create a more lively space. Last year, Alice Arcade, and Alice Angels could only host about 2 events, but this year we already heading into my 5th. It's really having a positive impact on the community. So that's one of the quotes that I'm going to include in the new application.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and he's the moderator of that community, so he actually runs that community for Star Atlas. So he's really investing time and energy into building that community.
Yeah. So I say we pay James $482.25. I've got all the pictures and receipts.
Awesome. Yeah.
482,
I
85.
second.
Receive.
I third.
Someone has a hot mic.
I got it.
Received all receipts and pictures. Yep, I vote for it.
Okay.
Signal.
I'll make a transaction. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Signal.
All this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good to go.
I'll make a transaction and get it over to our council chat.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so then we can move on to Hammerhead's draft. And he's in the audience today. Hammerhead, we're just going to go through it line by line, and feel free to chime in if you need. We're just going to go through it. If we have specific questions, we'll ask you, and if we're missing something, feel free to jump in. But we're just going to start going through it. Want to say hi real quick, Hammerhead?
Okay, yeah, sounds good. Hi, guys.
I think he's muted. 1 second.
Nope,
He's here.
nope, he's good. I just heard him.
Can you
Yeah, I
guys hear
just
me?
unmuted him.
Yes, we can.
How you doing?
Great. Okay, we're going to start going through this. Ready, guys?
So
And
start.
we're Hammerhead, as we go through it,
It's in the chat.
if you're following along and making like edits and stuff like that, you can really speed run this thing and have like a draftable, like send upable pip by the time we're done.
Okay.
Star Atlas episodes made with Veo 3 by Hammerhead. Okay, got it.
Yep. Okay. So the title is Star Atlas Series, authors Hammerhead. Summary. This proposal seeks funding of 3,000 USDC per month. Season will run for 2 months with 1 month break. They're broken down into weekly episodes, and each week episodes are broken down into 3 YouTube shorts. During 1 month break, music videos from the season will drop. Also, teaser trailers for the upcoming season will drop. The episodes are about a diverse ragtag crew facing challenges in the Galia universe. They are a force to be reckoned with as they face challenges, helping people in need. They will make new friends and encounter powerful enemies. Earlier episodes are already on YouTube. We're in season 3 now, and he has the YouTube link. What do you guys think for a summary?
We need the dollar figure total instead of 3,000 per month. How many months is it? We're run for 2 months with 1 month break. So does that mean we're paying for 1 month or 2 months?
1 month, 1 month break, second month.
So 1 month.
Do you want like a year total? You want? Is that what you're
Yeah.
asking?
Yeah, the
Oh,
total.
okay.
Well, the PIP total, yeah, that whatever the PIP is gonna approve.
Oh, I see. Okay, so I'll change it to it'll be for 1 year, right? That'll be the best way to do it.
Yes,
you
but
can
as
only-
long as you are under the limits of the ecosystem fund, yes.
Which is 10,000.
Well, I think it's a little less now, but yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
How much is the?
It is.
It's 10 million Atlas roughly. So
11
right
million.
now, right
11
now
million
that's like $4,300.
Okay. 4,300.
Huh.
It's this number
So that
because we haven't topped
Yeah.
it off yet.
Correct.
Okay.
Not to be the buzzkill of what the 5%'s worth right now.
Well, buzzkill achieved. Signal.
so
Yeah,
Hammerhead.
We've got a little over
tech-
200 million, I think. I think 205 was when we did the top off. 5% of that's roughly 10 million, and 10 million times 0.0043, I believe.
No, it's there on the slide. It's on the
Showing
slide.
it. I'm showing the
Yeah,
exact amount right now.
That was the last top off that
11,204,716 Atlas per the last funding drop.
So like 4,800, like 10% more.
Yeah. Okay,
So
so that's
that's
your
kind
limit,
of
Hammerhead, for 1 pip.
Okay, so put that in that number, 11,204, or reduce it down by 5% you guys were talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
It's
The most you can ask
I'm a little
for.
confused on that. Sorry.
Yeah, the most you can ask for is the 11 million Atlas
204, 716. Okay.
Yep.
pool.
Yeah, right now it would be worth somewhere around like $4,500, $4,800. It's the sheer maximum. It's impossible to propose a PIP that is worth more than that. So when you say X amount per month, you got to be clear that if you're asking like $3,000 in this case or $4,500 worth of Atlas, exactly how many episodes you're going to produce, because you're not going to be able to take that in for multiple months.
Okay.
Now you could
So yeah,
do.
if you're asking for a year at 3,000 USDC, so 12 times 3,000, you're asking for 36 grand, and we can only approve 4,500.
It could do
Yeah.
the comprehensive pip that Carlos put out. It would require multiple pips, but he could do it.
Well, yeah, but it's still the same thing. He would have to roll up an individual PIP every time.
Sure.
Yeah. The bid will last for 2.5 months. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's probably in your favor, brother, rather than doing it like as monthly, just saying X amount of dollars in Atlas for X amount of episodes of whatever duration, etc. Just because you're gonna hit that ceiling so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, this same amount of Atlas was about $10,000 a couple of months ago, which means that it could also be that next month or in 2 months from now. It all depends where the volatility lies to, and sometimes you can choose your timing on submitting a PIP based on that. So if you think that that amount of Atlas is not worth it for you for the project, you can archive it a little bit and wait for the right moment in the market, which is always a risk, but this is not, investment advice, but something to think about.
Okay.
Yeah. Your safest path is be converted to Atlas. Put the
Once you pass the vote, you lock the value of that Atlas in dollar at the moment. So we are also not exposed. And then if the value of the Atlas, goes 10x, that doesn't mean that we owe you 10x. Whatever was approved, that's the amount that locks at that moment. So just something to keep in mind. We have been nice enough, though, retroactively, when something gets approved, by the time that we are paying, if the value of Atlas is a lot lower, we still try to reconcile the same amount of dollars that was approved. So Automata has been very generous with that. But moving forward, not only moving forward, but starting with at the start of the process, we cannot approve something bigger than our limit for the ecosystem fund, which is the only thing that we can approve right now.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to navigate that. So I think we can get back to your deal.
Yeah.
We can get through it all.
I put it on the slide for you, Vanguard. Not Vanguard. Dang it, Hammerhead.
Okay, I see it. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So we'll move on to motivation. So Head's motivation says people need something to connect with. The Star Atlas series will bring people to the game as they start to connect with their character. It will build up the anticipation for the next episode and build a hunger to get into the game and experience what the game has to offer.
Is this are you reading that verbatim?
Yeah.
Hammerhead, you're that's some marketing language right there.
Is that good or bad?
No, that's fine. It's fine. To build a hunger to get into the game. Okay. Yeah. Short and sweet. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Good motivation.
Yeah, it builds up the anticipation. Yeah. Okay. I don't have anything.
Okay. Specification: content creator representing Star Atlas through a series. The ecosystem lacks a consistent, visible, engaging public presence. With no dedicated promotions, many aspects of the Star Atlas experience remain under-promoted. Community creators have expressed a desire to help the ecosystem, but lack a formal structure and support to do so effectively. It takes a lot of time and planning to make a successful show. Talent is already available, but what is lacking is the funding to keep using the proper software to make it look professional. The software requires monthly subscriptions plus extra credit purchases to complete this. And then it continues on. The opportunity to make these episodes has been made easier thanks to AI technology. The software available helps with the visual aspect of the story, text, voice for storytelling, and music for better scene buildup. This would have been a lot harder without a big staff to accomplish. As the show becomes more popular, the fans of the show might cosplay at the Solana events where Star Atlas is present. It can start bringing bigger awareness to the game.
All right, so here we are lacking the main purpose of this section, which is to dive into details of what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. This is the section where you have to come in and say, like, we are using this technology and using this software, and we're creating episodes of this length, and we have 12, a season of 12 episodes planned, and here's where you have to put all these details about what you're actually doing, what we're actually funding in the specification area.
Can you go back to that real quick, Lanzer, so he can see it?
Sure.
So in the knowledge base, if you look at Lanzer's stream, that's what you need in there.
A detailed description and just define key terms or concepts, specific changes or new features being proposed. So when you start talking about the AI part, like that's good. So delve into what are you using to accomplish this PIP? How will you implement these
I put that
changes?
later on. I guess I can move it up then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
please.
works.
He does mention the tools he uses.
Great. Yeah, I would move that up then. Okay, so I'll put that in. So Carlitos, you said recommend including detail about how this PIP will be implemented, and I'll put in parentheses, technology, processes. Am I not putting words in your mouth? Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Silly question, Hammerhead. Maybe outside of scope, but I just see it listed as VO3, but I also then see like 11 labs in Suno. Do you need to use VO3 if you're doing voice and music and things like that with other applications? Just for credit costs.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, VO3 either after a while they'll either change the person's voice, which I had that problem with season one, or like they'll also have an accent for no reason, or
Right, which is why you're using 11 labs.
correct, yeah, or I can't get the for them to say things a certain way. Everything's like very monotone, which drove me nuts in the beginning. I couldn't get them to say things either happy or angry, whatever.
The AI in 11 Labs is amazing when it gets to acting. I was really surprised when I used it.
Yeah, I just meant if you were using like 11 Labs and Suno for like audio and DaVinci Resolve, that maybe VO2, which doesn't have the audio, would just be cheaper for you by credits.
If you do that, if you do drop it down to the VO2, it drops down to almost like a 2D version. Like,
gotcha. Your video quality drops.
Yes, okay. A lot.
Gotcha.
Signal is our resident AI expert. If you didn't know.
Perfect. No, that's great. It's great. Yeah, whatever you guys want to know, let me know.
He's the technical advisor.
I was only curious.
Yeah. I tried so many different ways, and I learned things the hard way. And then later on, I found that when I'm already like, let's say, working on season 3, I'm like, oh, I could have done that in season 1. And I was like, well, it's already done. It's already out now.
Right. VO3 is audio, so I just didn't know.
Okay.
We're gonna keep moving, guys.
Yeah. So for specification, I had recommend including detail about how the PIP will be implemented. Okay. Next.
Okay, so now we'll go under the stakeholder impact, number 5. Stakeholders will be affected in a positive way from this project because the growth will bring in more viewers that will become players. New players will become consumers and builders.
I'm laughing with you, Hammerhead, I promise. We probably just need a little bit more detail about who is this affecting. And what we mean by that is there like a group that you're going to be paying to do stuff? How will this affect them, good or bad? Is there anyone that won't affect positively?
So stakeholders will be more like my group, not the game itself.
Yeah.
Stakeholders
That
could be
too.
the community, the DAO, the developers, depending what your project involves and who affects and who can favor or not. This is a good place to put it. Also, if you foresee some challenges, like okay, I'm bringing all this content, but a challenge sheet could be that we don't have any guarantee that we're going to have people actually consuming the thing outside our ecosystem or stuff like that. This is a good place for that.
Yeah, like or maybe 11 Labs is a big delay factor, and you're like, well, if 11 Labs delays, then my project will be completely stalled, like stuff like that. People want to read this and get a good idea of like who is being affected, good or bad. Other than that, I mean, it
Yeah.
reads well. I'll give you that.
Yeah, and those are
Yeah.
just examples, not suggestions, by the way.
No, that's good. It's good. You guys are helping me out. I just had to, once I put it all together, I got to figure out if I understand it, so I don't do it 3 or 4 times. I can kind of do what you guys are asking me.
Yeah, I'm gonna post
and
this in your thread after this so that you can
I can
have a
follow.
copy of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and don't overthink it either. If you're curious, just go to other recently passed peeps and just check them out. How people fill that section. If there's a section you're not sure if you're understanding correctly, because everyone goes through the same process, and we just done it like 12 times by now, so we know exactly what we want there. But we understand that sometimes it's confusing. Like, what do you mean stakeholder? Because I was like that the first time I
Yeah.
read it.
Yeah, and then
Cool.
this Git book is hugely helpful, especially like the author guide that Carlos has put together, and I'll link that for you too.
And
Okay.
just for your
So, yeah.
risk section, the only thing I would suggest adding is obviously you're doing something that involves a degree of randomness in your outputs, but your costs for credits are fixed. So it's possible for you to burn a lot of money and not get the result that you want. So people just understanding that in the risk section that you could burn a bunch of credits trying to stitch something together. It might not come out the way that you wanted it to, or it might have been more expensive than you wanted it to, et cetera.
Okay.
Okay. I think you're getting a lot of good feedback from this Hammerhead, and I think you'll.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
We're not
good. This
gonna
is good.
we're not
good,
gonna
man.
get too
Yeah, this is good.
in depth, but cool.
Okay.
And just for everyone out there, I did post the code for today's meeting in the chat.
Oh, I got a code
There,
finally.
All
You
right.
finally got one. Okay.
Implementation.
Implementation details. I write the season with a focus on the story outlined for that season, and there is a bigger story that slowly develops over time with many seasons coming together. I break down the episodes into smaller sections so the information is a visual finished product with each episode builds on the next episode. For each new season, I develop backdrop locations, ship interiors, rooms, etc. Create new characters with the team will be facing. Each character's personality is injected in the story of how they have, based on their backstory, how they joke around, sarcasm, handle situations, etc. Once the episode is in the editing software, DaVinci Resolve, ambient noise and music added. All music is made by me for the episodes. I review the episode to see where I need to make changes and or add, remove footage to improve the storyline. Everything created follows star using different software to make the episodes. VO3, Gemini, OpenArt, 11 Labs, Suno, DaVinci. Each season I've improved and fixed issues I was having with the previous seasons, improving the viewer experience in the new season. Season 1 is currently being fixed as best as possible without remaking the entire season. Starting with season 4, all new episodes will be longer than earlier seasons. Each week's episodes will run 4.5 to 5 minutes long, making each YouTube short 1.5. So implementation.
Yeah, some
So
people were
can
already
you-
requesting if I can make the shorts a little bit longer because by the time they were getting into it, it was already cutting off. So then I decided to make them a little bit longer, which costs a little bit more credits to do, but it's worth it for the viewer experience.
And when you're done typing, Lanzer, can you go to number 6 in the knowledge base? So the implementation details. So the stuff really that needs included in here. I'm glad you included some of that stuff, but this probably isn't necessarily the section.
Yeah, yeah. This is the part you want me to move up to the specifications, correct? The software
Yeah, that'd be
used
more
and all that.
it'd be more appropriate. Yeah.
Yeah, other than that, this reads really well to me. It's very plain, and I like the fact that you you put it in layman's terms. It's very easy to understand how you're doing this. My one
Cool.
my one random ask, I recommend you add in a sentence about how you will abide by the lore. And that's probably all something you
Oh
could
yeah,
put
yeah.
in the stakeholders. Like, are you going to be talking to Jose or someone else on the Star Atlas team? Like, what is going to be your method? Are you going to look at the wiki? How are you going to do that? And maybe just add a
Oh yeah.
sentence
What I've been
and that's it.
doing. That's fine. That's I have been going through all the lore stuff, and I have also sent out messages to some team members. It just takes a while sometimes to respond back. Sometimes it can take
Yes,
like a week or
yes,
so.
yeah,
So by that time, I already like have kept going with the storyline. So a
awesome.
week for me is like a lifetime. It's like I like to keep
Right.
moving.
Yeah, exactly. You and I on the same boat when I first started out working with the Star Atlas lore. So that's just where I recommend at the end add a comma to that sentence and say by doing X, and then that I think will connect the dots
And
there.
put that in which section in the implementation?
Yeah, yeah, where it says everything created follows the Star Atlas lore, comma by doing X.
Okay,
That's my recommendation.
no problem. I can do that.
Yeah, easy peasy, man. Everything else reads good to me. What about the rest of y'all?
Yeah, I'm not going to get too far in the weeds with any of my feedback. I think Camrad's getting the point that we're getting to with some of this stuff.
Cool. And
Yeah,
so
I think it's pretty
Emperor,
straightforward. At the end of the day, it's you're making stuff and you're looking for funding to make videos. It's even though what you're doing is involved, it's not overly complex in terms of what the proposal is or what it's asking to do.
Yeah, implementation details and a specification are similar, but once the first one tells you what you want to do, and the second one how you are doing and who's responsible for what. Just to clear that out.
yeah, easy peasy.
So you have most information there. Is just cleaning it up a little bit.
Okay, I'll just follow what you guys wrote for me, and that way I can just. So I'm sure by now I probably forgot half the stuff of how you guys want me to put it together,
Yeah,
but
it's all
I'll
good,
I'll
man.
follow that.
This is recorded
Yeah,
too, so you'll be able to go back and just retrace our steps.
That works.
Yeah, and after we'll paste the notes about this, the notes we made for each section, and we'll send it over to you. Yeah, we understand it's a lot of
Yeah.
formatting crap as well. Like it takes you off because it's not what you're trying to do.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Thank you for you guys' help.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna keep going then. So timeline. The show is already running. New episodes are ready to be reviewed weekly. There are no delays for production. Project is made by me. There are 2 other people that help with sound, storyline, editing. I think the timeline would be more like what gets delivered when, like there's so like key milestones, completion dates, expected start date, some of that stuff.
Yeah, like when do you
Yeah,
want to get paid? And
that's the
when are you
other thing.
delivering the
Like,
next?
you're saying most of that stuff, but you also need to add, when there's going to be the payments and when it's going to be the deadline, and how long is it going to take for it to finish. So, like in the case that you have to reconvert instead for yearly for 3 months, so this is where you would put, day 1 as is approved, the episodes already are going to be coming out weekly. Months 2, I need a disbursement of this part, and then this is going to happen, and then by the end of the 3rd month, this is when the final payment goes, and it's considered successfully achieved this and that.
Okay.
So basically, just so we understand really easily, going to the timeline, when things are delivered and when we have to send payments and coordinate with you.
Okay.
And you can go back. I would suggest going back and looking at like some of the pips that Brian wrote, like the Iris Bounty stuff, and then Artie's actually ended up pretty good too, because he wants to continue on with his hosting service if it goes really well, and so he requested 3 months worth, and then he'll write another pip. So I would maybe suggest looking at some of those other ones with their timelines.
Yeah.
Kind of craft yours alongside theirs, what they did.
Okay. Is that a good idea to do that like every 3 months pip, or is that will be too much? It's just
Well,
gotta
it's
just do a year.
every PIP is going to have to be voted, and you're going to have to convince people to show up and fund it again.
Makes sense. You
So it's challenging. It's doable, but it's challenging.
Yep. It's a campaign.
And you will
part.
get, yeah, and you will get a lot of feedback. Well, maybe not a lot. You will get feedback from the community. I guarantee Brian's going to chime in, which I appreciate. And you're going to have to prove to the DAO polis holders why we should, why they should continue to give you money to do stuff. So if you can prove, if you get past this first one, yeah, and then you can prove that, oh, look, this was a good idea. This many people watched it. Here's the quality, and blah blah blah. You'll have to, if it's successful and everybody likes it, then you'll have a better chance for getting it approved again.
Yeah, like if it got on the front page of Reddit, or if it went viral on Twitter, or if it got like 500 likes in the first 24 hours, whatever you can do to sell it, to say that this is a success and it's good for the ecosystem, like that's what we're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
This community was ready to hand Raspy like, $20K for making all kinds of content and stuff like that. So it's just a testament to really, if you can make really great stuff and people really love it and get excited about it, this community will absolutely back you to the moon and back.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing is I already have things available, people to see what I can do.
Absolutely.
That helps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Definitely capitalize on that. Yep. Cost and resource allocation, requesting 3,000 USDC per month to cover project production. We already went over that. All software mentioned above requires monthly subscriptions. I'll have to buy DaVinci Resolve soon because it keeps reminding me and blocking items you need for the episode. The highest cost is that every software uses a credit system to receive the monthly subscription. These credits run out before the season is complete. I always must buy more credit. Season VO3 provides 1,000 credits per month, and I can buy more credits as needed. To build an average 5-minute episode per week, I must make an 8-second video that costs 20 credits each. For a 5-minute viewing, that's 300 seconds or 38 video segments. 38 times 20 credits equals 60. There's also research and development. Each season, new characters must be created. They go through a few updates until I can have a consistent character in the story. Most times I can get a scene in 1 or 2 attempts. Unfortunately, there are times that it take 10 attempts to get the scene correct. Pulling up credit consumption. That scene is very important. It will go to a different direction with the story to save credit. Bringing a new Star Atlas character into the storyline can cost 300 to 500 credits. To create the character, I'm always working towards making Star Atlas characters. Reproducing a Star Atlas ship, 500 to 700 credits, and has been unsuccessful, but still working on it. 100% DAO fund.
Okay, so I wrote down one thing. It's where I think we're all
that's a
probably thinking the
mouthful,
same
I know.
thing. So you wrote it as if you were talking to us, which I kind of think that's cool. Also, we need you to put down the exact math of the one-time costs and ongoing costs in accordance with the cost and resource allocation. So you got to break it down to like it's 3,000 per month times whatever months equals that fixed number, and that number should agree with what you put in the summary. You get what I'm saying?
Kind of.
Okay, we just need to break down the costs so that people understand what it is they're paying for. Because right now
I would
you
also
have
personally just so you can rein it in a little bit and define it. Even though I understand your costs are variable, and you highlight that in the risk section that you might burn more costs than you want to, you should probably lay out how many total minutes of content you anticipate on releasing for X amount of dollars.
yeah, that would help.
So if you're getting $3,000, for 30 minutes of content, like people at least understand what the expectation is. They understand the expectation is you came back and you generated, 30 minutes worth of useful content. Just so people are aligned with what you're actually trying to do.
Okay, yeah,
That's a
keep
good
it
one,
simpler.
Signal.
Okay.
I didn't think about that.
And just set like an expectation. If this is how much content I intend to generate with this money.
Okay. Yeah, that
Yeah,
would be
and that'll be
easier.
Yeah, and we're throwing a lot at you, Hammerhead. So don't feel overwhelmed. I mean, you're probably a little overwhelmed right now, but don't
It's a
let
little bit,
it.
but I'm okay. I'm okay.
Yeah, don't let it
I can take the
frustrate you.
challenge.
Yeah, and we're like, I know I'd be willing to help you if you start like DMing me and running some stuff by a few of us. We're definitely open to helping you. So we
Yeah,
do the work
I-
for you, but
That'd be great.
definitely
Yeah,
help.
because I'm trying to figure out how to word it because I know how to say it, but I don't know how to word it for the document. That's where I'm getting confused.
Yeah, Signal. Will
Yeah.
your Chat GPT help with something like this?
Oh yeah.
Right?
He's
Can you write it for me?
he's actually a great case for, using Pipit and seeing what comes out. I mean, I used it to make my draft pip this morning and it worked really well, but I think the biggest thing, Hammerhead, that you're looking for is people should know whether or not you succeeded or failed. That, in very concrete terms. So here's how much money I'm asking for. Here's exactly what I intend to deliver and the quantity of it that I intend to deliver. And we should be able to look at it black and white afterwards and go, he succeeded or he didn't succeed. So right now, some of it's just that it might be a little gray or murky on, well, did he do it?
Yeah, it's like Veo
Yeah,
3
no, makes
provides
sense.
1,000 credits per month, and then to build a 5-minute per episode per week, it's 8 seconds costing 12. I'm already confused. Like, how do I know that you
Yes,
succeeded
right.
or not?
And you can buy credits,
Okay.
meaning we talk about it per month, but meaning you can just buy credits with the money you're being given by the DAO. So it's kind of saying per month is kind of arbitrary for this purpose.
Okay, so just saying it more like I need this much for this many minutes
To buy
5
this
minutes,
many credits,
You got
and
and that'll
I'm
be easier
going
language.
to use it to deliver X amount of minutes of total content.
That works.
So then people go, okay, we're paying $3,000 and we're going to get 30 minutes of AI videos. We're paying $3,000, we're going to get 20 minutes or 60 minutes. They
Or 30
just know
hours.
what to expect from you.
Yeah. Pretend I don't
Yeah,
even
that'll be
know
a
what
lot
Veo
easier.
is, and I have no idea what credits are. Like, I don't understand this world. So,
Credit's kind of an arbitrary term to be using here. You really can just talk in normal dollars.
yeah, am I going to Dave and Buster's with these credits or what?
Yeah, the credits is, for example, like you can buy like let's say $50 worth of credits, which will give you like 5,000 credits, and for every 8-second video, it'll cost you 20 credits to do that. So it eats up from your credits. That's how
Take
they
the
do it.
credits out of it and talk about it in real, just normal money.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand. I understand.
Everything
Yeah,
else is
you're
good,
buying
though.
computing credits, Lancer. That's pretty much what you're doing, buying computing add-ins. So every time you generate something, it consumes out of your credits. So you have to refill first and then you use it. Once you run out
They
of
do
the
have
free
a monetary value. You
Okay.
could
Yeah.
say like an 8-second video cost me 80 cents
Got
or
it. See
something
that? I
like that to
understand that.
generate the goal.
I get
Oh
that
yeah, yeah, I
part.
could do that. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
And
Okay.
that would make it really clear for a bunch of people so they're not doing credit math in their head.
Yeah. Yeah.
That works. That's easy.
Yeah, man. Thanks. Other than that, man, this thing reads really well. It's very relatable. Thank you.
Cool. I appreciate it. Thank you for your guys' feedback.
We have one more
Yeah.
section.
We're going to go over this last section, additional details. As AI software improves and new tools become available, project will adapt to improve cost. Additional. So like if there's any conflict of interest or earlier versions, this one's really simple. You wouldn't have any conflict of interest or this will be your first time. So like if this one passes and you do it and you get paid and you do the next PIP, you would put like, hey, this is a follow-up from whatever. So that one will be pretty short.
Yeah,
Okay.
we actually need to
Finally,
add like conflict of interest in earlier versions. So, and if there's nothing to put there, then okay. But I mean, if the conflict of interest would be like if you owned Veo 3 or something like that, like we would need to know as part of your stakeholder association, like if this succeeds, you benefit more than just one way of getting money.
yeah, no, I definitely did not own VO3. I wish I did.
Yeah, but it's stuff like that. Things that were, that's not obvious to us. This is where you disclose your anything that might be unfair or competitive advantages and stuff like that.
Makes sense. Okay.
Pretty simple.
Yeah, I don't have any of that stuff
Cool.
in there, so no problem.
Okay. Do you have any other questions for us while you're here?
Probably a million after we're done, but no, I'm good right now.
Okay. Well,
We're always around. You
free
can
to-
ask all the questions you want. You can message us directly or on the governance page or on your PIP draft. Just tag us. We're always available, and always one of us is around.
I appreciate that.
yeah,
Thank you.
I would suggest either DMing one or two of us, or putting it under your PIP draft. That way, it's all. That's one thing that some of this stuff gets lost. Like if you did it in DAO chat, it would get lost. Versus putting it under your PIP draft.
So
Yeah.
keep everything
I
in
would
one
suggest
place.
that.
Yeah, it's
In
much
your thread.
easier
Yeah, so
for us to help you.
other people can also learn from it.
Okay.
Yeah. And yep. And for those just watching, Agent Solus put a YouTube link in the chat if you want to go see some of his other stuff.
Right on. Nice
Yeah,
job,
the view.
Hammer.
I appreciate it. The view have gone up. We have over 1,600 people watching the episodes now.
Excellent.
That's awesome, dude.
Okay, so next
Cool.
steps, Hammer,
Well, thanks
is I'm gonna post this in your thread, your draft thread. You make the changes that you feel you need to do, and then you at me when you're done, so that I can then push it to the next step of review with the foundation.
Okay. Do I add to it underneath it, or do I go into the same area and fix it? Because I know it says
Yeah,
limited
edit,
space.
edit the original post so everyone that
Yes.
comes for the first time reads the correct version.
Yes, please.
Okay.
That.
If I run out of space, what happens? Because I know sometimes there might not be enough room to move things around.
Put a new message, and then at the beginning of that message say, I'm modifying this section, and then link your original message. Do you know how to do that?
I'll find out soon enough.
When you right click a
Yeah.
message, it'll say copy message link. Just make sure you associate those two messages together. That way, when I read it, I'll know.
You can jump directly.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because that's just me sitting here typing on a computer trying to make sure that I get it all right, and then I notice, oh wait, you put a new message somewhere that I have to figure out.
And you didn't know. Yeah, it makes
Right,
sense.
exactly. And then you get an old version, and people are mad at you because you didn't include it.
I understand. Thank
I'm
you.
just a person. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep. And thank you for being here. This is so much easier when the people are here.
It saves a lot of time, yeah.
It worked out perfect. I was off this weekend. I work every other weekend, so this worked out perfect for me.
Yeah.
Nice.
Perfect.
Right on, man.
Well, thanks, man.
Thanks, guys.
Okay. So anything else on our agenda? Pick draft 4.
That's the only thing I had on my agenda items.
Okay. I don't have anything.
Okay. Signal on your Pipit chat GPT. Did you happen to feed it the original, like the white paper and some of that stuff too? How I did my chat.
No, I kept it super strict. I showed it and like maybe a dozen successful pips that had passed off of the DAO website. And then from that, I created like a structural guide of exactly all the things that are required in a pip and what good responses for all of these categories look like. And then created an example pip for it to look at. And so anytime you're interacting with it, it's looking at like a 20-page guide, knowing like, oh, okay, Lanzer's trying to make a pip about paying counsel. I'm going to have to ask him specifically how much Atlas he's looking for, what it's going to be denominated in, whether or not there's any other deliverables associated with this pip, how it's going to be executed. And it asks you back and forth in like a conversational way, and then pulls it out and generates it. But the way it does its task is I essentially created like an ultimate making a pip guide for what the perfect pip would look like. And then it reads that guide and looks at it to guide you through a conversation and to make a pip for you.
What a nerd.
Can you point it to the knowledge base, like that Lanzer kept pulling up, like that portion? So it
I
formats
could.
it.
I could, the better way to do is maybe bake in like a few rules that you might want in its instruction set or put it into the guide. The big thing with like these types of applications is the bigger a thing you ask them to keep track of, the easier it is for them to get lost. So you want to give them just the right amount of information. Like, here's what it looks like when it's really perfect, and here's how you structure it, and here's how all these sections lay out. Someone's going to show up. They might be speaking English. They might not be speaking English. I need you to help them through the process in a friendly, conversational way. But I could like record information off of like the knowledge base and like add it to the guide.
I'm glad you're good
Gotcha.
at this stuff,
No.
Signal. Jeez.
Yeah.
What's funny is like this is doing something like that's like the biggest softball in the world for me. I think I had the entire thing done inside of like 10 minutes.
Have I told you I'm gonna miss you, you and Carlitos? All right, I just posted the details, Emperor, to the thread. We should be good to go now for Hammerhead.
Perfect.
You guys are making me
I don't-
sad.
I know. Oh, it's such a good council. Carlitos, you got anything?
About what?
Anything
About
to
it?
talk about before we conclude?
No, I think we're in good shape. I will bring back that pip that I mentioned, and I still have a couple updates that I still need to bring to the knowledge base that I haven't figured out where I'm gonna put them. Probably everywhere in the timeline sections about the rules for disbursement and the amount of milestones and stuff.
Gotcha.
So that's something that I owe that I still have present, but I need to figure it out
Okay.
to put it nicely there.
Signal, you got anything?
No, just get excited, guys. The DAO Casters nomination form is officially live and it's inside DAO announcements. And you've got 2 weeks to submit yourself for nomination for DAO Caster. And just a reminder, it's a paid role with a promotional budget. So
That's pretty awesome.
get excited if you think you can grow this ecosystem, if you think that you can bring Star Atlas to more people and get more people amped up about what we're doing here. It's an incredible program, and you should absolutely be trying to get into it.
You can thank Signal for being the brainchild of that and making sure you could vote and be part of that. Man, this wine's hitting me pretty good.
I got one more thing we should probably touch on real quick, especially with hammerheads. So we're supposed to be doing a top up. Still waiting on those logistics. That will, correct me if I'm wrong, but that'll make it, if we topped it up like now, that would change what Hammerhead could ask, right?
I don't know how much. Do we have a lot of more Atlas than we did before? I haven't followed how much it has grown in the last quarter.
I don't know. And this,
I don't know.
all of this top up stuff is just, I have a hard time wrapping my head around it. So like where's that slide, Lancer?
In the ecosystem fund?
So
Yeah, we need to
basically it's
top
how
up.
much
We've got
the
like
ecosystem
200
fund grown.
We've got like 203 million Atlas right now.
but if we top it up, we'll have more.
Yeah. So I think it's
Well,
gonna go up.
that's what we need to check on the. That's what we need to check on the main vault.
Yeah.
We need to check the balance of the main vault plus the balance of the ecosystem fund, and then calculate the 20% of that to see what it should be if we do a top off. And if that number is,
we're pretty close to what we've been.
I that's what I think. I don't think it's going to change much. My point is that it's going to be 11 million Atlas and change just like that.
Exactly.
So
That's
how
where
about
we're
we
at
just,
right now.
as a team right now, then just assert or determine that when Bodhi does the calculation with Automata,
Let's do the calculation right now. Do you have the vault link? And Evi, we have it, right?
no. This is not. Go to pit 4. I don't know. What I was gonna say is I think we should vote. My recommendation would be if it goes up, then we induct the Hammerheads PIP and all pips after today would be applicable to that. But if it goes down, then we just keep Hammerheads PIP pip where it is right now with 11.2
Yeah.
million.
Yeah, because
Does
most
anyone
of what
disagree
has
with
changed
that?
is just the volatility of the Atlas, but I don't think. Well, I could be wrong because I haven't followed in the last quarter how much the DAO has grown. I just don't feel like it has a lot, but I could be completely wrong.
Yeah.
Just
Does anyone
make it all
disagree with that
10
plan?
million so we can do the math in our heads.
No,
Yeah.
no. I think it's a good plan, and we can do it offline.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah,
I'll put down
that
that
sounds
we
fine.
agree that Hammerhead's pip, if it goes up, then Hammerhead's pip ceiling will go up, and if it goes down, then it will remain where it is right now at 11.2 million Atlas.
Yeah,
That
what
we
is
will
going to
agree.
happen if it's less than 20% is that we are just not going to do the top off
Sure. Yeah, because then the formula will make it zero.
because we're not going to withdraw money. So it just remains the same. That's
Okay.
all.
So I'll reattack with Bodhi on that to see if he can get that done this week.
I already pinged him.
Oh, you did? Okay,
Again.
Cool. All right.
Okay, I think we're good.
Thank
Good
you, everybody, for your
times.
time, and we will see you next week.
Yeah, have a good one, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, my friends.
Thank you, Hammerhead. That was a great session.
Hey, Hammerhead, I quoted you in your own pip. The first message you did after explaining the thing, you can reserve that and then use that for extra text, and an Emperor can delete the message above.
Oh, cool. Okay, thank you.
All right.
All right. See y'all.
Bye.